o'clock on the dot.
Thank you. I'd just like to point out we hit that last chord at 5 o'clock on the dot. We've really got, we got the timing down. All right, so we're going to play our opening song that you're familiar with, Spirit of God. Please feel free to clap along and sing along. We had a little clapping tutorial last time. So let's actually start the claps first. And you don't have to clap the whole entire time, but during the chorus, I would love it if you would. So, all right, so we're going to clap on 2 and 4. Here it is. 1, 2, yeah, that's great. Keep it up. The Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, 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 I used to think that I had to. I used to think that I should. Scripture told me that I had to be good. But now I love 'cause I want to. I love 'cause I'm free. I'm blinded by the Spirit. Oh Lord, the Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me. Prodding, I don't need any law. I'm gonna sing with all my heart. God is my all in all. I let go of my burden. Loving God has made me free. I'm blinded by the Spirit. Oh Lord, the Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me. I thought it was my job. Somewhere I believed loving God would be hard, but loving God is ecstasy. Loving God is wonderful. I thank God for my freedom. Oh Lord, the Spirit of God is upon me. One more time. Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, going. Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me. Once more. Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me. Nice job. Yeah.
Nice job. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Please join us as we sing our, we just sang our opening song. Sorry. Let's see. Where am I? Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Northern Colorado. My name is Amber Davidson. My pronouns are she, her. We are so glad you have decided to join us today. We welcome all lifestyles and beliefs. No matter who you are welcome here. I want to acknowledge that this service is being held on the traditional and ancestral homelands of the Arapaho, Ute, and Cheyenne peoples. We recognize that this land is rightfully theirs, and we offer our respect and gratitude for their continuing kinship with this place. Our spiritual philosophy, Science of Mind, is inclusive of all spiritual traditions. We believe that at the heart of every faith tradition lies a shared message that we are all one. Lonnie Hickman is our prayer partner today. She will also be available after service for one-on-one prayer along with myself. We will be over there. Let's say our mission and vision together. Our mission. We are an inclusive community inspiring personal growth, spiritual practice, and a positive way of life. And our vision, to support humanity's spiritual growth, creating a world that works for all. Do we have kiddos? Yes, we do.
All right, here we go. God is everything there is, so I am part of God. I know there's lots of good for me and everybody else. I'm thankful and grateful for everything we have. So I let go of this prayer, and so it is.
Wonderful. Our September outreach, this month's outreach, is Vindicate Foods, a nonprofit that believes that people of all socioeconomic statuses should have access to healthy, organic, local food. Vindicate rescues food from grocery stores and local farms and then makes it available for the public. Did you know that you can connect your King Soopers card to CSL NoCo, and the center will receive 4% of your entire purchase? If you would like to sign up, Andrani will be in the lobby after service to help you. Thank you for your support. Blessing Our Country, facilitated by Rev. Sherry Jensen and practitioner Lonnie Hickman. Join us on Thursday, September 19th from 6:30 to 7:30 to bless our country's election process. CSL NoCo will host a bi-weekly gathering to raise consciousness around our election through meditation, prayer, and conversation. This is not about politics or specific outcomes. It is about taking a stand in consciousness for the highest good. You are welcome to attend all sessions or a single session, or whatever date works best for you. Check out our website for all the dates. And on the treats table in the back, there is Ernest Holmes' Prayer for Our Country, and there's also a little sheet of paper with information on this class that's Blessing for Our Country. Understanding Science of Mind, Basic Tools for Spiritual Practice monthly series, Saturdays, September 21st, December 7th, Saturday, it's 10 to 12 p.m. You can attend one or all the classes. This is facilitated by Rev. Sherry Jensen and practitioner Lonnie Hickman. Each class will focus on a different spiritual practice. The first class will be on affirmative prayer. Explore how a new way of prayer can change your life. Every Sunday, we gather together to share a meal. Tonight, we will be going out to dinner at a local restaurant. Please gather at the welcome table after service if you are interested in joining us for connection, conversation, and a great meal. We'll decide on the place to go, and you'll know if you join us back there. Let's see our website or check out our newsletter for more information. And now we will have our opening chant, followed by an opening prayer and our singing bowls.
it's me I see. There is only one of us. You are my reflection. There is only one. There is only one of us. In your eyes, it's me I see. There is only one of us. You are my reflection. There is only one. Once more. There is only one of us. In your eyes, it's me I see. There is only one of us. You are my reflection. There is only one. There is only one.
Please join me in an opening prayer. We take this time together for ourselves, for our harmony with the divine, for our time to recognize the infinite, recognize the source of all things, the abundance, the love, the joy, the all that there is, and to recognize our connection with that, to recognize that we are connected with that one. We are connected to each other. We are all part of the same individual expressions of that one. And I know that tonight, that whether it's the music or the message or the community, that everyone here finds something that can remind them that Spirit is always here in everything, in everyone, that we can be reminded about our oneness with everyone else and the divinity in one another's eyes. And I give great thanks for this. Great thanks for tonight and all of the service that happens here, and all of the joy and all of the love that happens here. And in thankfulness, I just release. I just let go of this and know that it is already so, and so it is.
This song is by Denise Rosier. It's called One Heart. Spirit is our source, our strength. We honor it with each breath we take. One heart, one mind, one power. In the name of love. In the name of love, tear down the walls. We'll make a world that works for all. One heart, one mind, one power. In the name of love. In the name of love. In the name of love, there is the truth behind the life we live. Nothing hides the light we shine when we're standing side by side. One heart, one mind, one power. In the name of every face is the face of love. Every voice is the voice of love. Every name is the name of love. We all come from a place of love. Every face is the face of love. Every voice is the voice of love. Every name is the name of love. We all come from a place of love. Every face is the face of love. Every voice is the voice of love. Every name is the name of love. We all come from a place of love. One heart, one mind, one power. In the name of love. Oh, in the name of love. In the name of love. In the name of love.
Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. One sec while I get my thing going here. Okay. So this month our theme is Pieces into Peace, and today I'm talking about oneness. So I saw a post this week on Nextdoor. I'm assuming you all know what Nextdoor is, yeah? Pretty popular platform. So I saw this beautiful post, which is unusual for Nextdoor. That's why I paid attention to it. So there's a family, mother and husband, mother, father, 3 kids, and the mother has a baby on the way. They lost their home, and their car, the one car that they had, was repossessed. So this wonderful guy here in Fort Collins somehow learned of this, and he offered to help them. So he invited them to come live on his land. Granted, they were in a tent, but at least they were safe and taken care of there. And while they were living there, he then posted on Nextdoor, telling people their story and asking for some help. Not only did love and prayers pour out to this family, but donations came in. Someone said, "I will give you a car. And there's a few things that need to be done to the car, but I'll give you a car." And then a mechanic showed up on the post and said, "You know what? I will repair that car, and whatever it needs, I will do that for free." And then former Senator Bob Bacon got wind of this whole thing, and he said, "You know what? I'm going to buy you a car." He bought a brand new car off of a lot for this family. I was so touched by this story, and the gentleman who posted all of this was too. He said, "My God, you all have restored my faith in humanity." He was so touched by how much people were willing to give, how much people were willing to support this family, people they didn't know and will never meet. And so now this family is able to move back into an apartment and to start their life over again, which is a beautiful thing. Although this story was a positive one, as many of you know, Nextdoor, they aren't always so positive, yeah? You know, sometimes, and I really try not to go there, but sometimes I'll pull it up and then you get stuck looking at all the things and the comments about this and the complaints about this, and then this person commenting on the negative thing that this person said and that person, and all the all the angry face emojis. There's a lot of angry face emojis on Nextdoor. If you've paid attention, my goodness, there's a lot of them. So, Nextdoor is a very small slice of humanity. However, if you went anywhere in the U.S. and popped onto Nextdoor in any neighborhood, I suspect it would be very similar. A lot of complaints, negativity, and then a sprinkling of some sweet, positive stuff here and there. Yeah? And so, obviously my talk isn't about Nextdoor. It may appear that way, but no, it's not about Nextdoor. But what it's about, Nextdoor to me is indicative of how often we separate ourselves from others. How often we separate ourselves. So whenever we judge someone, we separate ourselves. Whenever we label someone, we separate ourselves. Whenever we go into fear, we separate ourselves. Because in truth, we are one. Last week I talked about how we can never be separated from the divinity that we are. We can never, ever be separated from the divine that lives and breathes as us. And yet, we forget that, don't we? We forget this truth. I love what Ram Dass, this is a little long, but it's worth reading. Merging into oneness transcends experience. That scares the hell out of people who are stuck in their ego. The ego doesn't want that. The ego just wants to keep collecting more and more subtle experiences as a separate self. Our human conditioning makes the ego react against threats to survival. That's why there aren't very many liberated beings, because you have to let go. So, in order to merge into oneness, in order to wake up to oneness, we have to let go. We have to let go. And the ego doesn't like that, does it? The ego is attached to so many things, yeah? We're attached to certain things turning out the way we want them to. We're attached so much so that we want to control the outcome of the things in our life. We all do this, yeah? The ego is not interested in the divine. It's not interested in oneness. It's not interested in love. Now, the ego, I don't mean to bash the ego. The ego plays its role, plays its part in our life. It keeps us safe. But the ego doesn't like it when we try to connect to spirit, when we go within, when we feel love, when we feel connection. The ego wants to focus on anything other than that. And when we get caught up in this human existence, none of you do that, right? None of you get caught up in the human existence. Maybe it's just me. But when we get caught up in it, when we're stewing in it, and our altar is 3 feet away from us, it's my case, 3 feet sitting from us, or that spiritual book that we've been reading now for months, the journaling that we've been doing, all of our spiritual practices are right here, this little toolkit, right here. And yet when we get caught up in our stuff, it's as if that doesn't even exist sometimes. Yeah? Anybody relate to that? Yeah. And so in those moments, we forget that we are one. We forget that we are connected to each other. And then we just become so focused on our difficulties and all the stuff. And in those moments, love, forgiveness, connection, peace, harmony, that's not even in our awareness. But when it does become in our awareness, let's say we decide in those moments, okay, I'm gonna meditate, I'm gonna tune into my heart, I'm going to feel that love and that joy and that peace, the ego starts to snarl. It starts to kick and scream and snarl. Wait, you were just focused on the drama over here. What's happening? Now you're at peace? Wait. So, we want peace and liberation. We want to experience these things in our life, but the ego will do whatever it can to keep us from experiencing that. And so as Ram Dass talks about, we have to be willing to let go. And that's not always an easy thing for us as human beings. So it's something that we have to work on moment by moment, day by day. It's a constant thing that we have to be aware of. And it's part of our spiritual journey, isn't it? Our spiritual journey is about constantly letting go of our attachments, letting go of our judgments, letting go of being right. That's a good one, isn't it? I talked about that last week too, and I think it bears repeating because we all get caught up in that. It's human. It's our human nature. But the moment that we do that, we are no longer connected. We are no longer present or feeling our oneness. We are no longer feeling our divine nature. But we have to be willing to let go if we want to experience something different. I love this question. We've all heard this question. Do you want to be happy or right? You've all heard that. But isn't it a great reminder to remind ourselves, okay, do I want to be happy in this moment or do I want to be right? The ego wants to be right. Our divine self just wants to be happy. So our attachment to these things that lead to suffering, our attachment to things looking and behaving, people behaving in a certain way, our life turning out in a certain way, we get so attached to those things. And as the Buddhists say, attachment leads to suffering. It leads to suffering. So the human experience is filled with experiences that will separate us from one another. And it happens so fast, doesn't it? So quickly. On any given day, we are faced with experiences that will completely separate us from others. So think about this in your own life. Think about how often you are present to oneness with another, how often you are present to your divine connection to another, versus how often are you stuck or ruminating or looping some story, something that is creating angst in you. How often are you in one versus the other? Most days, I suspect for many of us, we're more aware of our irritations, our frustrations, our annoyances than we are anything else. And then we have to, okay, let me just close my eyes, let me go within, let me pick up this book, let me call a practitioner. Because we fall off. It's normal for us to fall off. That's why we have these incredible beings who are here. I'm here. Hey, I can't find my way back. I cannot find my way back. I know what I need to do, and I can't do it right now. Can you help me? Yes. We are here to serve this beloved community. I love what Albert Einstein said. A person experiences life as something separated from the rest, a kind of optical delusion of consciousness. Our task must be to free ourselves from this self-imposed prison, and through compassion to find the reality of oneness. Self-imposed prison. We do that, don't we? We do that to ourselves. Now, we aren't expected to do this life perfectly. I say this a lot in my talks because I think we all need to be reminded it's not about doing this life perfectly. but it's about developing awareness and filling up our toolbox with more stuff that we can turn to when we fall off, when we fall down, when we can't find our way to the light. And I actually believe that when we are stuck in our stuff, it's a beautiful thing. And you know why? Because it helps break down the ego. When we are really furious with someone and we're in a righteous place about it, and we can be aware of our righteousness and our anger and all the things that are coming up for us, whatever it is, fear, anger, frustration, annoyance, when we can notice in that moment what is happening, what is this here to show me? What is this here to teach me? This person that is in my life, this person that I'm having an issue with, this situation over here, what is it here to show me? What am I here to learn from this? So it's a beautiful thing when these things show up. It doesn't feel so fantastic in the moment. I get that. It's often afterwards we reflect and go, oh, wow. What a tremendous lesson that was for me. That's how we grow. That's how we evolve. We don't evolve when things are going smoothly and when there's unicorns and rainbows. That's a nice thing, and we all want that. We think we want that. But really, our life expands inside of the upset, inside of the challenges and the difficulties and the hardships. That family that I talked about, now I don't know them, but I suspect that whole experience gave them a whole other taste of life and faith and hope and possibility. Don't you think? So, in those moments when we get stuck, we need something to bring us back. We need something to bring us back to our center. And this is why those spiritual toolkits are so important. This is why we talk about meditation and prayer. This is why we offer the classes we offer, so you can get the practice. This is why you came in today, you got your little spiritual practice for the week. This is why, so you can practice. Because if we're not practicing, we're going to forget. We're going to forget. And then in those moments when we really need them, we're definitely going to forget. So, choosing in that moment to make a different choice. You know, we are God in form. We are divine beings. The light that is God is the light that we are. And that light that I am is the light that you are. And the light that you are is the same light that is found in every single being across this entire planet. No matter who they are, no matter what they've done, no matter how much they've hurt you, that same light lives within them. Last month, I talked about the pure soul. And that's another way of saying our divinity, our divine presence, our pure soul. And you know, every person's soul is pure because it is divine. The packaging on the outside may be different and may be challenging, and their behavior may be dastardly. I love that word, dastardly. I haven't said that in a long time, but when I was writing this, it came out. I thought, I'm going to go with that. So, yeah, their behavior may be dastardly, but the inside is the same. The inside is pure. It is divine. But here's the deal. We love being right. We are addicted to it. And so we may know this, that person's a pure soul, and that person's a pure soul, and that person, they're so lovely. Their soul is so pure. Then when it's this person over here that's, not so great or driving us crazy or whatever it is, I can't see it over there. Those are the people you need to practice with the most. Not the ones who are easy, not the family members or the community people that you love so much. It's the ones that you have a hard time with. Those are the ones that are there showing up for us to practice seeing the pure soul in them. So if you could start every day, here's an assignment. And if you walk away with anything today, here's the thing that I want you to walk away with. Practice seeing the pure soul in every single person you think about, every person you see, every person you interact with, everywhere you go, see and know and feel that pure soul. Everyone. In the grocery store line, at Starbucks, see it in the trees, see it in your animals, see it in the tiniest of an insect. That pure soul is also there. We just don't look for it. Now, I don't mean to actually see it with your physical eyes. I'm talking about knowing it. The awareness of it, that there is divine perfection in every single being. And so if we can start each day with that, imagine the world that we would create if we all did that. If we all did that. Peace is possible, you know. Peace is possible, but we first have to take responsibility for our part in it. How often have we allowed ourselves to remain in the muck? How long have we been willing to stand in that, hang out in there, instead of choosing something different? So, are you willing to practice letting go? Yes? Are you willing to practice seeing the pure soul in every being? You're more excited about that one, I understand that. So we can't really recognize our oneness. We get it from an intellectual standpoint, but we can't really recognize our oneness with someone until we can see their pure soul. Until we can see their pure soul. There's a pure soul calling her right now. So, do you get that? That this thing called oneness, we understand it, we've read enough books, we've been on this path long enough, we get it on some level, but until we can know and see and recognize and feel the pure soul in every single being, we will never know oneness, truly never know it. You know, what we do to others, we do to ourselves. And what we do to ourselves, we do to others. And so, if we see the pure soul, we are seeing their light. We are seeing their truth. And therefore, our heart is open when we are doing that. And we are sending out love as we do that. And as we do that, it comes right back to us. However, what we damn also damns us in return. So when we have a negative thought about somebody, doesn't matter whether they're in the next room or millions of miles away, on some level, they feel that. On some level, their consciousness feels it. Because we're all connected, on some level, they know. This is why prayer is so powerful. Because we can stand here and sit in our meditation room and close our eyes and think wonderful, beautiful thoughts about somebody on the other side of the world, and on some level, they are feeling that. It's been proven. So we need to be responsible for how we operate in this world and how we move through the world and our thoughts. And I know we can't always control every thought, I get that. But to start to become aware, wow, I didn't realize how much I had that thought every day about this particular person or this particular situation. Wow. Let me make a different choice. Let me make a different choice. So waking up to oneness, allows us to see beyond the illusions of division, of race, of ethnicity, of religion, status, opinion. As we wake up to oneness, we don't see differences anymore. We just see and know that we are all part of one beautiful human family. Chief Seattle said this: all creation is one. What we do to one, we do to the entire web of life. And so this realization helps us walk through the world with greater compassion and greater love. And don't you think our world needs a little more compassion and a little more love? Yes? So knowing that our thoughts and our words and our actions have an impact. You know, one of my prayers that I often say, I'll say, God, guide my hands, guide my words, guide my thoughts, guide my actions. What a wonderful way to start your day. Guide me, show me, and then look for the pure soul. Look for the pure soul. You know, as humans, we have big feelings. In case you didn't know, didn't recognize that, yeah? We have big feelings, we have big emotions. And sometimes we need to feel that. So I don't mean to say don't feel what you're feeling, don't feel what you're experiencing, don't sit in it. That's not at all what I'm saying. Sometimes we need to sit in it. But at some point, you're going to have to let it go. If you want to experience peace and freedom, liberation, if you want to experience something different in your life, you're going to have to make a different choice. That's just how it goes. Yeah? Yeah. So, are you ready to make different choices? Are you ready to see the pure soul? Are you ready to become more aware of those places in your life where you get stuck and practice letting go? When we practice these things, they just get stronger and stronger and stronger. So the work begins not here. The work begins when this service ends at 6 p.m. tonight and goes until next Sunday at 5 p.m. That's the work. It's nice to come and hear a message and great music and all of that, but the real work begins when you walk out of here. And that's up to all of you, right? So to experience oneness, to wake up to oneness, it requires something of all of us, and it requires us to drop into our heart. Our heart is truly the doorway. And the only way to get to our heart, one, is to see the pure soul, but to meditate, to pray, to read an inspiring passage, to listen music that opens your heart, to go for a walk in nature, do something that connects you to your heart. Only then can you experience oneness. Because again, oneness isn't going to come from here. It's going to come from here. It all begins here. So our spiritual practices, all those things in our toolbox, they're all designed to bring us here, to connect us to our heart. So to wake up to oneness, we have to let go, use our tools that we have, reach out for help when we need it. You know, you're not alone on this journey. We're all in this together. And to become aware of those moments when you get stuck, become aware and be willing to let go, make a different choice. I love this quote. I don't know who wrote it. The moment I let go of the belief that we are separate, I become an instrument of love, healing, and unity. The moment I let go of the belief that we are separate, I become an instrument of love, healing, and unity. So when we let go of these attachments and beliefs, what's possible, there's so much more that is possible for our life. And then we can be an instrument, which is truly why we came here. Did you know? We came here to be instruments. We came here to be instruments of love and light and peace. Matt Kahn said this: if one wishes to discover the true meaning of oneness, then one must go to where divinity always dwells, not in a dimension above and beyond it all, but right here, dressed up as the miracle known as you. So each person is a miracle. You are a miracle because you are the light of God. You aren't just flesh and bones. You aren't just this package. You are so much more than that. And no light, by the way, is better than anyone else's light. No one is more important or more significant than anyone else. No one. We are all the same. So if you can imagine each of us with a heart light. Can you picture the heart light? A little light right here. So each of us have this little light. And then imagine every single being on the planet. See that. See the planet with all the beings with their little heart light. And then that heart light is connected to the Godhead. That heart light is connected to the source. That infinite presence. So you imagine this cord that's going up and connecting every single one of us. What a beautiful visual if you can visualize that. So we are all part of one human family, and we are all needed to make it work. So as we let go of our attachments, as we let go of the things that no longer serve us, and we choose to find and see and know the pure soul in every single person, we will wake up to oneness. I invite you right now to close your eyes if you're comfortable and just take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath. Just feel your body in the chair. And now drop with your intention, drop into your heart. Move right into that light in the center of your being, that place where God lives. And just feel your heart. Feel the light and the love that is present there. Feel your heart expand as you feel into the love and the light that is there. And now I invite you to open your eyes, and I invite you to look at someone sitting next to you, behind you, around you, and see the pure soul in that being. Look into their eyes. Find someone. Some of you are awkward about this. Just do it. It's going to be okay. Look into each other's eyes and see and recognize the pure soul that is there. Those online, bring someone to mind and imagine you're looking right into their eyes. All right, so I want to talk about our spiritual practice for the week. You all should have been given a handout, and those online, the website is going to be put right there in the chat. I tweaked it slightly since I wrote this for those online, so you'll get an updated version on Monday. All right, here's number 1. Be aware of the areas in your life where you're stuck. Notice your attachments. Notice how much time you spend focusing on the challenges in your life and how you separate yourself from others through judgments, through righteousness. Number 2, practice letting go. Let go of your attachments. Let go of your judgments. Let go of your need to be right. Let go of any belief that you are separate. And then number 3, choose a spiritual practice for at least 5 minutes a day that connects you to your heart, whether it's meditation, chanting mantras, prayer, forgiveness work, reading spiritual passages, being in nature. And then you get bonus points for practicing seeing the pure soul in everyone. And then lastly, repeat the following affirmation to yourself. As I recognize the divinity within myself and others, I return to love, and I remember that I am one with all. In this experience of oneness, I am an instrument of love, healing, and unity. So as we close today, I'm going to invite us, you're going to repeat after me. We're going to say that affirmation out loud. So I invite you to close your eyes again if you're comfortable and place your hands over your heart. And repeat after me. As I recognize the divinity within myself and others, I return to love. And I remember that I am one with all. In this experience of oneness, I am an instrument of love, healing, and unity. Keeping your eyes closed, we're going to move right into a closing prayer. Practitioners, please stand in high consciousness. And so in this moment, this space, we recognize and know and affirm and declare that we are waking up to oneness. That we are feeling that, knowing that, not just as an intellectual exercise, but we are feeling it deep within our heart, deep within our being. I am knowing that as we go out into this week that we are remembering to practice seeing and knowing and feeling the pure soul in every single person that we come into contact with. And I am knowing that when we get stuck, when we fall down, that we are willing to reach out and ask for help, that we are willing to choose a practice that we have in our toolkit to help bring us back to center, to bring us back to our heart. And so I am just so grateful for being reminded of this truth. And so I speak this prayer on behalf of everyone here online and in person, knowing that each and every person, that their life is unfolding in beautiful and extraordinary ways. As they wake up to oneness, their life is transforming. Their relationships are transforming, not only with those in their lives, but also the relationship with themselves. And so with great gratitude for this and so much more, I release this, I let it go, and together we say, and so it is.
Our next song is an Isley Brothers song that I actually wasn't familiar with before, but I was searching for something that would fit the theme, and I love the message of this song. This is called Harvest for the World. Babies together, everyone a seed. Half of us are satisfied, half of us in need. Love's bountiful in us, tarnished by our greed. Oh, when will there be a harvest for the world? Ooh, knows the pain. Far too many feeling the strain. Oh, when will there be a harvest for the world? Ooh, for the world. Oh, gather every man, gather every woman, celebrate your lives, give thanks for your children. Gather everyone, gather all together, overlooking none, hoping life gets better for the world. For the world. Dress me up for battle when all I want is peace. Those of us who pay the price come home with the least. And nation after nation turning into beast. Oh, when will there be a harvest for the world? For the world. Harvest for the world. Lance Ruby on guitar. Yeah.
Oh, let's give him one more hand. Julie and Lance. Beautiful. Very nice work. Oh, that's lovely. If you have received some spiritual food here today, we invite you to share your gifts with us, as we believe that when we give to that which feeds us spiritually, it returns to us multiplied. There are a number of ways you can give, which are indicated there. And we would like to thank everyone for your generosity. Please place your gift over your heart or your hands if you're one of our auto givers, or your home, or just say with me, please, this gift is spirit in form, circulating and blessing all it touches. Freely I give, and joyfully I receive.
1, 2.
Come on.
I release and I let go. I let the spirit from my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for love. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am
tithes and offerings here. I'll take this and do a quick blessing here. Blessing this that comes to us knowing that it circulates and returns to everyone. Thank you. Thank you. If you are here for the first time, we would like to welcome you, either in person or online. If you're here, thank you for being here, and we are glad to have you join our spiritual family. After service, our prayer partners will be available for prayer on this side of the room, in front of the windows, and we also have prayer requests at the back table. Thank you all for being here. Please stand if you are willing and able for our benediction and closing song. Placing your hands over your head, please say with me.
Follow whatever you tell them to do.
Simon says, how about your heart? We can tell where I am. Put your hands over your heart and say with me, please. May we be at peace. May our hearts remain open. May we awaken to the light of our own true nature. May we be healed. May we be a source of healing for all beings. Love is who I am. Love is who we are. Love is all there is.